going to show you how to make a Gabber kick in Serum 2 from scratch. No samples, no starting pack, no pre-made kick, just an init patch and a few stages of shaping and distortion. If you're new here, I'm KROSPER. I make hard techno and hard dance tools, presets, and production systems, and this kind of kick design is a huge part of how I build heavier sounds. So let's get into it. We're starting from an init patch. First thing I do is set the wavetable position to 2, so we're working with a sine wave. Then I create an LFO and map it to the coarse pitch. This is just to build the basic kick shape. That classic 909 style movement before it turns into anything aggressive. Once that basic kick shape is there, I go into the FX section and start pushing character into it. First EQ. I add a boost somewhere around 1100 to 1400 Hz with a pretty open Q, just to start bringing out that upper bite. After that, distortion. First one is hard clip, all the way up. Then I go back into EQ again and push the low mids a bit more. Then I add another distortion and I try a few, but the one I keep is ASIM, also pushed really hard, almost all the way. At this point, the kick starts getting that rough Gabber texture. After that, another hard clip distortion, again pushed high. This is basically the logic of this whole kick. EQ distortion, EQ distortion. Then I add another EQ, and this time I look for a frequency I really like. In this case, I land around 700 Hz. I boost that area, then create another LFO and map it to the gain of that band so it only really comes through on the first hit. That gives the kick a more aggressive front character without leaving that boost on all the time. After that, I add another distortion. This is where things get more physical. You can also keep moving those earlier EQ points around if you want to change the texture. That's one of the easiest ways to get different Gabber characters without rebuilding the whole kick. Next, I use a splitter to separate lows and highs. On the high band, I add hyperdimension, bring the rate down, and lower the mix. Then I add a multiband compressor, bring the attack all the way down, and push the highs and lows a bit. Finally, I use utility with bass mono so the low end stays locked in, and from here, it's really just more shaping. I add one last distortion above the splitter, then another EQ, and keep using that same logic. Boost what matters, distort it, reshape it, distort it again. That's really what a lot of these harder kicks come down to. You're not just distorting for the sake of distortion. You're deciding what the distortion reacts to. And one more thing that's really important here. This kick is not locked into one final version. At the end, I start bypassing different parts of the chain. I turn off the hyperdimension. I bypass some of the EQs. I disable parts of the distortion chain. I bypass the splitter. And every time I do that, the kick changes completely. That's the nice part about building it like this. You're not just making one kick. You're building a system where different combinations of EQ and distortion can give you totally different Gabber textures. And that's how I built this Gabber kick directly from a simple 909 style bass inside Serum 2. Now, if you don't want to build every kick like this from zero every single time, this kind of stuff is exactly why I made HARD TECHNO Foundation. A lot of these harder kick ideas, textures, and systems are already inside there. And if you want the full thing, not just kicks, but the full KROSPER workflow, presets, tools, and systems, that's all inside the Ultimate Bundle. Links are in the description. If you want more sound design like this, subscribe, and I'll keep uploading more. That's how you turn sound into power.